So, Jamie's wearing all these clothes trying to conserve his heat. But if he starts cooling, this is where his own body's defense mechanisms start kicking in. And the first thing he does is to start generating some heat. And we've all done that. It's almost a reflex response. You saw Mac doing it just there. You start jigging from one foot to another. You start wrapping your arms around each other. You start jumping up and down in the air. You run around a bit. You start working your muscles because 75% of the energy they're burning comes out as heat. Jamie, of course, on this summit ridge for 6 days, couldn't do any running around. So his body involuntarily did the work, and he started shivering. And shivering will at least double your basal heat production. Now, if that doesn't work, your body does other things. It has to try to get rid of the losses. So here is some skin. This is the surface area just here. And we're going deep now into the tissues down below. And we've got lovely red, hot, warm blood going along here. And it's supplying some branches that come up towards the surface of the skin, which allows you to get rid of heat. What happens when you get cold is something called vasoconstriction. These blood vessels shut down like that. So now all the heat is diverted deep beneath the insulating layers of fat, and you're unable to lose that heat quite so effectively. And this happens much more at the peripheries than it is in the center. So you will sacrifice your limbs to keep your heart and your brain and your other organs alive. But sometimes that isn't enough. Even with good clothing and all these responses, your temperature starts to fall. And that is bad. We explained the reason earlier on. You remember those snakes? The cold snake, its cells just weren't working quickly enough. So as you start lowering the temperature, your metabolism falls by about 6% for every degree. By the time you get to 28 degrees, your metabolism and its rate are halved. And that stops your brain cells working. And actually, by the time you reach 20 degrees, your brain is no longer working. If you do a brain recording, it's flat. And the electrical activity of the heart gets upset too. So it's pumping away, it starts to get short circuits, it produces abnormal rhythms, and ultimately it stops. But before you've died of brain or heart failure, something else might kill you first or stop you surviving. And to find out what that is, we need a volunteer. Who should we have? Go on then. Young man, come on down here. Right. And what's your name?
Simon.
Simon. Simon, come around here because we're going to have a race. Here you are. This is Jamie. Jamie is a big butch rugger player. Simon is not yet, probably, but will be in the future. Now, I want you to imagine that your boat's sunk, you've both made it into a life raft, but you've made it quickly, and he's been stuck forever. He's got freezing cold, a ship's passing, and you've got a fraction of a second to get into this packet, open that one, and crack the glow stick and wave it so the ship can see you. All right, it's a race. 3, 2, 1, go. Quickly as you can, open that one up. Come on, fast as you can. Get the stick out. Come on, and open the stick. Come on, oh, he's having to use his teeth. Come on, quickly as you can, that's it. And snap it in half and wave it up in the air. Go on, give it a... Well done. Well done. Okay, so he's got to the ship first. And Jamie, you're a dead man. Okay, thank you very much. Head back to your seat. Now, are you all right? Okay. Now, the reason we did that to Jamie, actually, it's really sadistic because that's incredibly painful to put up with what Jamie used to say. I'm really sorry about that. But it makes a serious point. Because as your muscles cool down, you become weaker. The power you can produce is less. The speed of movement is less. And I don't know, can you play the piano for me like this? Scarcely. And this is a big problem. When a ferry sank in the Baltic some years ago, when the people had managed to get into the life rafts and trying to let flares off to call for help, most of them found they were unable to open the packets, and they lost their teeth trying to tear open the packets in the process. So in fact, getting cold muscles prevents you putting on your life jacket, pulling yourself along a rope, climbing into a raft, or letting off a flare to save yourself.